Good morning, everyone. My name is Chrissy and this is Everyday Tidbits. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I know I look like a hot mess. Please hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so that you're notified every time I post, and follow me on Instagram at everyday_tidbits and Facebook at Everyday Tidbits, because I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube and Instagram family. I just got to work. It is like 6:30 in the morning. My partner just pulled in as well and he's looking at me weird because I'm talking to my camera. My hair's wet, it's drying. I'm gonna go in and do shift change. I just wanted to say good morning. We're gonna be vlogging at work today. I am at the post that's furthest from my house, so it took me about I don't know, 35 minutes to get here. There was a lot of traffic and I got stuck behind people going really slow. And there's no passing lanes, so it was painful. But I'm gonna go in and punch in and we'll talk more in a little bit. Everyone say hi to Matt, give him some love in the comments. Hi. We're already on our way to a job. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. Actually, it's 6:52. So they're throwing us into the mix already. Yesterday we had a pretty easy day. We only had like 2 patients. So today we're probably gonna get rocked. It's Friday at the shore. There's gonna be traffic. All the people are coming. It's the first day of summer this weekend. So we're prepared for battle today. But anyway, we're going for a pediatric syncope. That's where we're heading to now. And then Matt usually gets morning coffee. So we'll touch base after this call and let you know what we had. We got canceled to the pediatric syncope. As we pulled up to the house, the police officer came out and canceled us. Everybody was okay. And now, if I could just get the volume down on this radio. My partner is in Quick Check getting his coffee. And then we're gonna go back to the post, I think, and square up the truck and stuff like that. I'm sorry about the view. I have to square up my uniform for recording. I didn't do that yet. But anyway, yeah, so Matt's getting coffee and breakfast. I already had my coffee. My breakfast is back at post. And yeah, so we got canceled. I have to go to Best Buy sometime today. I bought my dad a digital picture frame for Father's Day. It's Father's Day this weekend. I was at such a loss for what to get for him. He's such a minimalist man and he has everything that he needs. He doesn't really need anything and he doesn't use anything. So I figured I would get him that. I hope he doesn't have one, I'm just praying. And then when I get home tonight, I'm gonna load it up with pictures of all of his grandkids and my sister and I and our families. And I hope he likes it because he's hard to buy for. But yeah, so we got canceled. And yeah, the day has begun. Hey guys, we just got hit out to a difficulty breathing rib pain at a hotel. And we got like literally 2 feet down the street, called into the town, and we were canceled. So now we're heading back to post again, so we can square up things at post. But yeah, we were canceled. All right, so we went back to post and I ate breakfast. I ate a like a portable mini Kodiak cake container. I count that as a protein and a carb because it's 12 grams of protein. It's a little mini Kodiak cake and a little drizzle of syrup. We are on our way to a cardiac arrest, and oh, there's a baby bunny. So we went to our cardiac arrest call and it was a pronouncement. The BLS was doing CPR when we got there, but we determined we look for certain signs of death, which include rigor mortis, which is stiffening of the body, lividity, if you're cold to the touch, if your pupils are fixed and dilated, and if you're in asystole in 3 leads on the monitor. And she checked all the boxes. So unfortunately, we pronounced this woman, And I called our doctor, consulted with our doctor, and our doctor gave us a pronouncement time, and that was the result of her cardiac arrest. Unfortunately, one of the worst parts of this job is having to sit a family member down of somebody who just was pronounced dead at their house and explain to them what happened. Explain to them that resuscitative efforts are not going to be successful in that situation, and it's very, very difficult and very hard to do this, because I was in that position 10 years ago when my husband passed, and the difference between like a person that's not in EMS and myself is that I knew, and I knew that I couldn't save him, my husband, at the time. So when EMS came to my house, I knew. So it's hard to not put myself in the position of family members that I deal with at work, because I've been there. So I do take the time to pull them aside and give them compassion. That's a huge part of being a paramedic, is having compassion and good bedside manner. Because if you don't have that, there's no point of you being in this field, because a lot of what we do is comfort and comforting family members, and, you know, educating the public and speaking to people and letting them know what's happening, you know, to themselves or to their loved ones. And, you know, I basically took this man aside and I explained to him why we were not resuscitating her, why if we did, it would not be successful, and why, you know, as upset as he was and distraught that we were not doing anything and that we couldn't shock her, and, you know, just like on TV, it was very sad to, in that situation, but I had to step back and I said, "Sir, please come talk to me outside." So myself and the other EMT that were there, we explained to him in detail what was happening and why this was the outcome. And it was very sad, but I think a little bit of compassion goes a long, long way. And if you take the time as an EMS provider, a nurse, a doctor, any kind of person that deals with the public, if you take the time to be a compassionate, caring person, that goes a long, long way. And I try to do that. I try to put myself in their position and think of how I would want to be spoken to and how I would want this explained to me, and, you know, have someone who understands, who's compassionate about it, and not just like black and white, in and out. Get out of there and do your job and not say a word and not explain what's happening and not, you know, take a moment to make sure that they are okay. Because he's not okay. He will be eventually, I'm hoping, but in that moment, family members are not okay. When their family member or loved one passes away, or when they're severely sick or in distress, they're not okay. So part of your job is to make sure that everybody's okay. And that's what I try to do, especially in situations like that. So that was our last job, and now we're back at post. My partner's not feeling so great today. He's got a stomach problem. He's just, you know, he's not doing so, he doesn't feel well. And I have very bad allergies because I have not taken my Zyrtec in a few days. Shame on me. I usually don't need it into the summer, but today I feel like I'm sneezy a little, like my nose is itchy. So I think I might take the Zyrtec. Definitely when I get home though. I don't know if I want to take it now because it's going to make me very sleepy. But it is 8:47 in the morning. We've already had 3 jobs. 1 patient contact, 2 cancels, and it's supposed to be 82 degrees today, but the air is thick, like pea soup. It's super hot already. Like, I know it's not 82 yet, but it's hot already. I don't like the summer. I only like it if I'm sitting by the pool or on the beach, but in this uniform, it's just like not compliant with my figure. I'm gonna go inside and take a little rest until the next one, and I'll come back and I'll see you then. Toodles. We just got canceled for a possible stroke. It was a lethargic at a clinic, and we got there and the EMTs were there and they decided that we were not needed because the patient was stable. And then on our way back to excuse me, that's loud. On our way back to our post, there's so much traffic, so it's taking us forever. We got hit out to another call, and now we're on our way to another stroke call. And but in between, I was able to run into Best Buy and pick up my dad's Father's Day gift. I got him a digital frame with Wi-Fi capabilities and video conference capabilities. So that's pretty neat. I'll show you that when we get back from this call, when I get a free moment. But so we're on our way to another stroke nature. Okay, so we went to the stroke patient. This one was a stroke. He had left-sided weakness and slurred speech that was sudden onset about 20 minutes before we got there. We did take him right to the emergency room. We started an IV, we checked his sugar, we did a neuro check, and he went right to the CAT scan when we got there. It turns out that he was a brain bleed. So he got to the right place for intervention. Right after that, we got called to the boardwalk for a syncope, and when we got there on scene. It was like a 15-minute drive. We got there and we were canceled, so now we're back at post. I'm going to heat up my food, which is my daughter yesterday, she put potatoes and a pork loin and some asparagus into the slow cooker, so I have a real lunch today and not a convenience lunch. And so I'm just gonna try to sit and rest for a couple minutes because my allergies are really kicking today. I have like itchy nose, itchy eyes, I'm sneezing because I haven't taken my Zyrtec, and I'm cranky, very cranky. So hopefully we get a little downtime and I can eat my food and just settle for a few minutes. It's 1:30 p.m. and we're over the hump, halfway through the shift. It's actually pretty mild out. It's a little warm, like muggy a little, but it's beautiful out. My partner's inside having a rest, and I just wanted to show you that picture frame I was telling you about. It's pretty cool. It's the Tech photos and video chat. Pretty cool, digital picture frame. It's 11 by 11.6 inches Wi-Fi touchscreen digital photo frame, and you can do instant photo sharing, live video chat, and it has 16 gigabytes of memory, but you could also add a memory card to it, which is kind of cool. So I figured my dad would like this. It uses an SD card or a flash drive, but that's pretty neat. You can actually put an app on your phone and add pictures through the app to your phone, which is pretty neat. I have to read a little bit more about it. I have to take the thing out and set it up for him tonight because I will be seeing him this weekend, my dad, for Father's Day, and I will be giving him this gift and hopefully he likes it. But the good thing about having a job like being a paramedic is that you're not confined to an office, which is one of the major things I love about this job. Well, the main number one thing is the interaction with my patients. I love helping people and treating people and meeting just a variety of different people in the EMS industry, nurses, doctors, firefighters, police officers. We're all in this like together, and it's like a little bit of a camaraderie that we have with each other, and I just love interacting with all these different agencies and treating people and meeting people. It's a very social job, so if you don't have the personality for it, you will not thrive in this industry. So you really just have to have a good personality, a good sense of humor, good coping mechanisms, because we see a lot of things out here. You know, a lot of different types of calls. Some are sad, some are really happy, some, you know, and you have to have strong coping mechanisms. You have to have a strong support system because of our hours. They're long, they're tiring. When you come home from work, you don't want to do anything when you get home. It's like you just want to like take a shower, eat your dinner or whatever, and just veg on the couch. That's what I do most days. Except for like I'm a single parent, so I don't have someone to really help me around the house. So a lot of times when I get home, I have to do laundry, empty the dishwasher, clean whatever. But what I love about being out here in the ambulance and having the freedom to not be at a desk is that if I have to run errands in between jobs, I can do that if we have time. Most days are really, really busy. Today's a rarity. Yesterday was a rarity. However, the weekends are very busy. Mondays are very busy, but I'm off this weekend, thank God. My birthday's actually Monday, so I'm working on my birthday. Kind of sucks, but you know what, as you get older, birthdays are not the same like you were a kid, so it's whatever. But anyway, yeah, so Father's Day is this weekend, and I hope he likes his gift. I'm going to acquire some pictures of my nephews and put some of my daughter in there, and some of me and my sister and her family, and just make a really nice gift that he can put on the nightstand next to him or wherever he'd like to put it, and just have a reminder of how much his family loves him. I went inside to watch a little TV, take a little break. Now we have another job. This is for a difficulty breathing with altered mental status, and so that's where we're heading to now, and I'll let you know what we have after the job. It's hot out. We just got back from our call, and it was not really a medical call. We got it as a difficulty breathing, possible stroke, and it turned out that it was just a poor lady that got some awful news on the telephone, and she just had a really hard time dealing with it. And I know a lot of healthcare providers would just release this to BLS and just go, you know, why did they keep us, da 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 da. And I understand, like, if the EMTs would have asked a few more questions, they would have understood that we were not needed, because this wasn't a medical call. However, I went with her because I felt like she needed somebody who could be compassionate and empathetic with her, and get her to open up, get her to talk, because she didn't want to talk. She was basically like catatonic. She went between that state and being extremely upset, and I just let her cry. I gave her some tissues. I said it's okay to cry. So going back to the compassion thing, like, you need to have compassion to do this job. You have to. It's vital, because if you mess up in any way, as long as you're compassionate and nice to people, like, one of my preceptors had told me this when I was a student. If you're nice to people and you're compassionate and you're empathetic, you could be the worst provider, and you will still get raving reviews from your patients. And it's because you care, and you're empathetic, and you're putting in the effort to take care of your patients in a way that, you know, other people may not. And so yeah, that's just be compassionate with your patients. It's just, you know, it's the right thing to do. It's the human thing to do. We are heading to a chest pain call. Cardiac. It's hot. So yeah, we're heading to this male person that's having chest pain. It's like 5 minutes away, so we're not that far. And I just had a lovely chat with my supervisor. He just left. We sat in the truck, so I'm a little hot because we didn't have the air condition on. And so we had a lovely chat about the unit and about some personal things. But yeah, so now we're going to a chest pain. we are at the trauma / STEMI center of our area. STEMI is a heart attack, if you didn't know. We just had a man who was having a heart attack, active heart attack, an acute STEMI. So we brought him to the STEMI center, and I'm pretty sure that he probably got aspirin on the way, maybe some fentanyl for pain, nitroglycerin, and maybe some fluid. Definitely an IV. It was not my chart, so we wound up, my partner wrote the chart, my partner wrote the patient in. So usually for a STEMI, depending on what area of the heart is affected, he would get nitro. If it was in an area that nitro was not appropriate, we would withhold the nitro. But nitroglycerin basically like vasodilates your heart, allows more oxygenated blood to come to the heart, and so if it was appropriate, this guy probably got nitro, aspirin, like I said, fentanyl maybe for pain if his pain was that bad, and an IV and some fluid. So we're here. My partner is inside with the patient giving report. One of the BLS crews who I'm friends with just texted me and said that the patient is going right up to the cath lab, so I'm sitting in the parking lot. I had to move my truck out of the ER bays to make room for emergencies. So I am off to the side waiting for my partner to come out after he turns over the patient to the STEMI team inside. And then we'll get more information as far as how he treated the patient on the way. But not all of the local hospitals can handle a STEMI because they're not intervention centers. This is an intervention center for STEMI, so that's why we're here. But let me tell you, it is a weekend. It's the first weekend of the summer where the kids don't have school, and all of the roads leading to the beach are already backed up, and it's 5 o'clock, so it's rush hour and it's beach hour because we're going into the weekend, guys. It's Friday, so there's so much traffic on the way back. It's going to take us forever to get back to our post, and I'm just hoping we can get back in time to not get stuck in the vortex of an area that's not ours. I'm just not looking forward to driving back in all of that traffic. It's so bad. The exits are backed up to get onto the highways. No bueno. No bueno. It has been an extremely long day, and the traffic is so bad. It's making my stress level like really high, and my poor partner has a headache. And so we were on our way back from the STEMI center trying to get back to post, but the traffic was horrendous, and we got snagged for another job. Actually, we did make it back to post, and we were both writing our charts, and then we got hit out to a job that was like 20 minutes away, got all the way there, and got canceled. So now we're trying to beat this mega traffic to get all the way back to our post again, because hopefully my relief is there, not staying a little bit late. So the lady that we got hit out for after we left the STEMI center was a syncope, and she refused further medical attention. So while we were there, we just did an assessment. We hooked her up to the monitor, we did her blood sugar, we did a 12 lead, everything was good, so we felt comfortable letting her RMA. So then that was that. Hopefully we get back to work, get back to our post so that I can get out of here. I'm so tired. I have laundry and a lot of things to do when I get home tonight so that I can go back up to my sister's tomorrow morning. And today was my daughter's last day of school, so if I can get that done, I might take her out for ice cream tonight to celebrate. But I have to get everything done. It's like never-ending stopping of life lately. I don't get a break. So yeah, so I'll update you at the end of the shift. Hopefully it's like very soon. We made it back to post. My relief is here, so I'm gonna go inside, wrap up the shift, punch out, get the heck up out of here, and go home. I just want to thank you again for joining me today. Say goodnight to Matt, everybody. And we hope you feel better. Anyway, please hit that subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification so that you're notified every time I post, and follow me over there on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram at everyday_tidbits, Facebook at everydaytidbits, because I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube and Instagram family. I hope everyone's being safe out there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!